You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He will probably do well at work when tasks are clear and routines are set. But he's not the one to push hard for big promotions or step into the spotlight. You won't hear him bragging much. If anything, he's likely to be quiet about his achievements. When faced with big challenges or office politics, he tends to step back instead of pushing forward.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's likely to quietly step back rather than make a big scene or fight to fix things right away. He usually stays calm on the outside and doesn't get angry or upset where everyone can see. Over time, this can hold him back from finding good solutions.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work will likely find him very polite and easy to get along with because he avoids arguments and treats others with respect. He rarely raises his voice or causes drama, so he won't be fighting with anyone. Overall, he's the type who goes unnoticed for the wrong reasons, not troublemaking, just quietly staying out of the mix.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do well in your own career, he's not likely to become jealous or try to compete with you. He's usually respectful and gentle, so he'll react calmly and politely to your success. Deep down, he's not threatened by your achievements, but he also may not express a lot of excitement or pride.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's unlikely to resent you or feel truly threatened if you earn more than him. He keeps his feelings to himself and doesn't have a strong need to prove he's on top. Instead, he prefers calm and avoids big ego battles. Just be ready for his quiet support rather than loud pride or open competition.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's very careful with money and prefers to plan ahead rather than spend on impulse. He likes things to be organized and will probably keep track of what comes in and goes out, making sure bills are paid on time. You won't find him wasting money on sudden shopping sprees or risky schemes.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is very honest about what he can and cannot afford, and he doesn't try to impress others by pretending to be richer. He prefers a simple, organized life where expenses are within his means and everything is carefully planned. He's more interested in comfort and stability than appearances.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's generally careful with money and not quick to spend, so you might find him a bit tight when it comes to sharing or giving freely. He prefers to save and plan rather than spend on others, even if someone is in need. He may sometimes come across as distant or reserved, especially if asked to open up his wallet or heart.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is likely to be straightforward about money and not keep secrets from you. He prefers things to be clear and organized, so he'll usually let you know about his finances and spending habits if you ask. Instead, he's steady and careful, wanting both of you to live within your means.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in keeping things tidy and organized, and he's not the type to dump all the housework on you. He won't raise his voice or demand that you do everything. Instead, he likes routines and will likely do his share quietly. But overall, he respects fairness and won't see housework as just your responsibility.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the type who quietly gets things done rather than just watching or telling you what to do. You won't find him making a big fuss or seeking praise for changing a diaper or washing dishes. He'll just handle his part because it's the right thing to do. He doesn't like arguments or loud talk, so he'll simply pitch in and follow routines.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is not the type to argue just to prove a point or make himself look right. Instead, he listens quietly and is open to hearing your side, even if he doesn't always show much emotion about it. You can count on him to be patient and respectful when you share your thoughts.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays calm and respectful rather than saying hurtful things or acting aggressive. He doesn't shout, make sharp comments, or try to hurt your feelings on purpose. You won't face harsh words or scary outbursts with him.
Does he have a bad temper?
He is not someone who gets angry quickly. In fact, he stays calm and rarely loses his temper even when things go wrong. This is not a red flag. If anything, his calmness makes home life more peaceful.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is more likely to quietly accept his mistakes rather than blame you or get defensive. While he may not make a big show of apologizing, he won't try to twist things around or make you feel guilty for something he did. If he's hurt you, he'll usually reflect on it and subtly try to make things better.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He is naturally polite, calm, and avoids any sort of pushy or forceful behavior. You won't have to worry about him crossing lines or pressuring you into anything you're not comfortable with. Even if he's quiet about his feelings, his respect for you always comes through in his actions.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He is not the type to take it personally or get upset if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He tends to be gentle and polite, so instead of sulking or making hurtful comments, he will simply give you space. He may become quiet or keep his feelings to himself, but he won't pressure you or act out.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to keep private moments safe and never use them to hurt or embarrass you later. He deeply values respect and privacy, and even if he's upset or you have a disagreement, he won't bring up these moments to make you feel small. His quiet, gentle nature means he sees intimacy as personal and special, not something to joke about or use against you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is naturally steady and prefers stability, so he is very likely to be faithful in a relationship. He doesn't seek excitement or new attention, and he's not drawn to flirting or chasing after other women. His faithfulness comes from his need for security and respect, not just rules.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he's not over possessive or controlling. He doesn't act jealous or question your every move. Instead, he prefers to give you space and trust you to make your own choices.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, with him, being protective does not mean being controlling. He is more gentle and polite, preferring to keep peace rather than control or dominate anyone's choices. He doesn't demand to know your every move or try to make decisions for you.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to see parenting as a shared responsibility rather than something that only falls on you. He values routines and keeping things organized, so he will quietly do his part and help with tasks, even if he doesn't talk about it much. Expect steady, quiet support and a sense that raising kids is a job for both of you.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and collected. He isn't the type to yell, scold harshly, or let anger take over even when things go wrong. Instead, he'll use gentle reminders and quiet words to correct them or help them feel better.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He respects your choices and doesn't expect you to give up who you are just because you have children. He's not pushy or forceful, so you'll have room to grow and take care of yourself.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will change his support for your career after you have a child. He respects your independence and understands that your work is important to you. He won't pressure you with sudden demands or expect you to give up your job just because the family is growing.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will be very polite and respectful towards your parents, always using good manners and making sure they feel comfortable. However, his warmth may not go very deep. He's likely to keep some distance and may not open up or show strong affection easily. He might not join in on jokes, long chats, or share personal stories with them. He will quietly try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and try not to make things worse. He doesn't like arguments or creating conflict, so he'll do his best to stay respectful and polite, even in tricky situations. You won't hear him shouting, complaining loudly, or adding fuel to the fire.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is likely to be steady and respectful with you in private, supporting your choices and independence. However, when it comes to being around his relatives, he may quietly expect you to fit in with traditional ways out of respect for his family's values. This isn't about controlling you, but about keeping peace and avoiding awkwardness in the family.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is most likely to quietly support you, though he may not jump into the middle of disagreements or openly take sides. He prefers to keep peace and may try to stay out of loud arguments, but he won't leave you completely alone or side against you. His way is gentle backing, not dramatic fights, but you'll know he's with you.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not likely to be a classic mummy's boy. He respects his mother and values family peace, but he doesn't let anyone, not even his mom, control or run his life. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he probably won't loudly argue or create drama, but he also won't just ignore your feelings or leave you alone to handle it. Instead, he'll try to gently balance both sides, offering quiet support to you while avoiding open confrontations.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and is careful about what he discusses, keeping personal matters between the two of you. Even if something bothers him, he prefers to handle things quietly rather than run to others with complaints or gossip.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with him means your days will feel calm, steady, and quietly organized. He's not one for big drama or loud excitement. Instead, he brings peace and reliability.